once that characters don't work in a vacuum. They have to have other characters to play off of. And I figured I don't know character relationships any better than I know my friends. So I'll just make my friends my characters. So, which is a really lazy way of story writing. But, so that's why helping me today, Jesse Glenn, who the character of Kenzie is based on, Emerson Jones, who the character of Liam is based on, and Ann Glenn is generous enough to lend a female voice to this mostly all-male crowd, who didn't want to just sound like a really bad Terry Jones impression. So, I'm going to be asking for your help during this. When there is a snake on the screen, I would like for you guys to hiss. Very good. And when there's a crab on the screen, snap your fingers. If you can do both hands, that's great. Perfect. And lastly, a bee, buzz. Bzz. Perfect. All right.
Rara is being outshined. We'll never live up to this.
So we begin. Chapter 1. The mice struggle to live safely and prosper among all the world's harsh conditions and predators. Thus, the Mouse Guard was formed. After persevering against a weasel warlord in the winter of 1149, the territories are no longer as troubled. True, the day-to-day dangers exist, but no longer are the Guard soldiers. Instead, they are escorts, pathfinders, weather watchers, scouts, and bodyguards for the mice who live among the territories. Many skills are necessary for the Guard to keep the borders safe. They must find new safe ways and paths from village to village, lead shipments of goods from one town to another, and in case of attack, guard against all evil and harm to their territories. Hail all those who are able. Any mouse can, any mouse will, but the Guard prevail. Let me tell you about the Guard. We mice have little chance in this world, considering all the critters that eats us. We know to build our cities hidden and protected, deep within rock outcroppings, entangled root and beneath loamy soil. We survive. But how do we live? Travel in the open between our towns is dangerous. The Guard has been in existence longer than our history. They are the trailblazers, the guides, escorts, and defenders of us. I sell grain from root wallow to barkstone. I know the way, and I follow the paths I've been shown. The Guard is too necessary in other places to tour this old fur around. I just need to stop for a bit. Eh? Who's there?
Gwendolyn said you would brief us when we were on the trail, Kenzie. So tell us, why have the three of the Guard's finest been dispatched?
Well, a mouse peddling grain took the path from Root Hollow to Boxstone alone. We need to find the missing grain mouse. It seems he never arrived at his destination.
We won't at this rate. It's still quite a way to Boxstone, and no sign of the lost fool yet. We should be pressing on.
Well, I agree, but perhaps a view will tell us where to press, eh? See anything up there, Redfur?
I see a cart.
Well, the grain is still here, but no merchant. Could be a carnivore, yet the area is free of blood.
We're losing daylight.
Well, can't find him in the dark.
We'll camp here.
And Liam, you have first watch.
Saxon? Kenzie?
The Saxon found some grain over this way.
And a path leading that way. Should be moving. Yes!
Ha! Oh, I can't hold it. We need to retreat.
There! Run!
We'll wait for it to leave and get the drop on it later.
We could have killed it then.
Have you lost your mind? There's no way we could have defeated that beast. Not now or later.
You forget, in Lockhaven, there's a saying carved into the wall. It matters not what you fight, but what you fight for. Is it still there, Sykes?
No sign of it anymore.
Aye, and we have a grain merchant to find.
The holes are where the path and the grain led.
The missing mouse?
No.
Offspring.
No, Saxon, wait for me. Liam, keep a lookout. Let's make a sound effects. Squish, squish.
Huh?
Yeah.
Scrunch up your face.
Boom, boom. Did you hear something?
Eh?
No, I just thought. Fine.
Very nice.
Hang on, Liam. We turn around and you're inside a snake.
We found our missing merchant.
Did Rand ever kill a snake?
Well, no, but he saved your life more than once.
Shouldn't we have buried him somewhere? What of his widow? Are we not headed to inform her?
No, we are headed to Barkstone.
Why?
Well, our missing mouse was a traitor. I found proof of this while searching the grain. I didn't tell you about it because I knew Saxon would have killed him if we had found him alive. And I want to find out who he was giving our secrets to.
Chapter 2, Shadows Within. While Saxon, Kenzie, and Liam were tracking the path of the grain merchant, Gwendolyn, head of the Mouse Guard, sent word to Sadie. Sadie, who once watched a shoreline region of the Mouse territories, has been asked to make contact with another missing mouse, Guard member Conrad. There has been no outgoing communication from his shoreline dwelling, Caligaro, and the Guard fear the worst. Send any mouse to do the job. It may or may not be done. Ask the Guard to do the task. Even death cannot prevent it from completion.
Word from Gwendolyn. Sadie, please travel to the northern shore outpost Caligaro. Stationed there is Conrad, but we have received no communication from him for over a season. The northern shore. All of the guards' messages, unread. These can't be Conrad's, no peg leg, and they lead away from Caligaro. Looks abandoned. Still looks abandoned. This is the right place.
Speak if you wish to keep your life.
I'm Sadie of the guard. Gwendolyn sent me to find you. I order you to stand down.
Gwendolyn, eh? She must already know about the traitor.
Traitor?
I would recognize the voice. Had to make sure you weren't the traitor. Oh,
You were out for a few hours. Some soup will be good for you. Then you can tell me about the traitor.
About a season ago, I began to suspect something. Like some mouse was here when I wasn't. I tucked myself away. 2 mice came to Caligaro. A small merchant mouse who pledged his services. To another, whom I could never see. The other mouse always in shadow. They spoke of the dead. I wanted to know more about their plans before I would abandon my hiding spot. Until one day, the merchant was offered a map. And the mouse in shadow said, Lockhaven. I tried to follow, but when you arrived, I didn't know if you might be the unseen mouse, so I had you speak. If I could recognize the voice. See if I could recognize the voice.
We will leave for Lockhaven at first light. Conrad, it's mid-morning and Caligaro's still dark. Something is blocking the windows.
And the door. There's another way out.
We need to get to Lockhaven.
I don't think they will let us. Yeah.
Tricked ya. Stuck. Oh. What? No.
I got him. Run, Sadie, run. Take what you know to Lockhaven. Sadie, run. Tell Gwendolyn.
Goodbye, brave friend.
So sad. Chapter 3, Rise of the Axe. Saxon, Kenzie, and Liam, having abandoned the grain cart, have opted to take a lesser-known path to the city of Barkstone, hoping to keep as low a profile as possible. What worries them more than knowing of a traitor is not knowing who the traitor is. They are unaware of the information Sadie carries with her to Lockhaven, or the fate of fellow guard, Conrad. Take not the duty of the guard lightly. Friends must not be enemies, just as enemies must not be friends. Discerning the two is a life's work. From the writings of Laria, 4th Lockhaven Guard Patron.
What if our worst fears are true?
Well, we still have the upper hand. We have the map.
Barkstone will give up its secrets.
Our approach still needs to be a subtle one.
Sexy knows not from subtle.
Shh. Someone approaches. Yeah. Good day, fellow guards mice. I didn't expect to cross paths with anyone out this way. Say, did you ever find that merchant?
Yes, it turns out he was a...
Already dead. Found by a serpent. We were too late. Ah, a shame. A fool shouldn't have gone off alone. Well, this bundle of swords won't sharpen themselves. The smith in Winshelm is waiting for these.
Safe travels, midnight.
And you three. Well, until we have the matter of the map sorted out, we should not speak of it openly. Not even to guards mice.
Agreed.
Locked.
Ho there. Guards mice, huh? Open the gates.
Barkstone. Should be like little music. Barkstone. Any luck?
No leads.
Are we being followed?
And we've been followed since the June Alley Inn. Seems our line of questions earned us some attention.
They will soon regret it.
This is not open country. We are not the law here. We have no authority. And besides, I have a plan. We need to create a diversion. Saxon?
Attention! For this town's enjoyment, a spectacle to behold. A duel between two of the gods' finest.
Huh?
I can't see.
Oh, look.
I place odds on the one with the sword.
Deal.
A duel!
Ooh.
God. Here, you say it. Well, just talk, whatever. Bravo! Get down.
You asked for a diversion. On guard.
On guard. Tink. Bunk. Whack.
There should be music for this too.
Good enough distraction?
Well, I can only hope.
Did you see that?
Oh,
Guitar.
his staff could split.
That little one has fire in him.
Oh, the tall Graver can hold his own.
Knock him down.
Fight, fight.
Guards mice.
Disarm him.
Ah, he's got him. Pay up.
No, look, he's broken free.
Good hit.
Excuse me. I was told you had a detailed map of Lockhaven proper.
Come to join the action, eh? I should expect it shortly. The delivery must be delayed.
I heard there are guards mice in town.
No matter.
With or without the map, we march at dawn. Suit up, recruit.
You are cutting it a little too close.
It needs to look convincing.
Indeed. You take things too far, Saxon.
Get off of me!
Huh?
Lyndon, Thaddeus, bind them.
Cowards!
Well, hold back civilians and clear the streets.
Ugh.
These two will interfere no longer.
Chapter 4, The Dark Ghost. Hiding within the ranks of the mysterious militia known only as the Axe, Liam is unaware that his guard companions, Kenzie and Saxon, have been left for dead outside Barkstone's gates. Kellinaw, a hermit and stranger to the Mouse Cities, has retrieved the red and blue cloaked mice and dragged them to his secluded home, and a dark plot quietly grows. Death is a powerful weapon, as it is an easy escape. Heroes can pass into legend, legends into myths, myths fuel new heroes.
Psst. Saxon.
So, you are awake. How dare you? I'll do the talking, son. What have you little thieves done with my axe?
We are of the guard. Why would we steal from you?
Any mouse can steal a cloak, thief. That axe stood for all I stood for what the old guard stood for. It and I were the Black Axe. Enough! The Black Axe is dead, old fur. You think me dead? Unluckily for you, old Kellinaw still has some life in him. You pilferers steal from me and tell me falsehoods. I trained guards mice. You are no guard. The Barkstone magistrate had you removed from town by force. Clearly, you must be criminals. Quiet, you. Fighting only proves your guilt.
Barkstone's law is corrupt. They are harboring a plot to overtake Blockhaven.
Lies! Ugh! Kenzie.
We have proof. Maps of Lockhaven are not to leave its walls. We found this in a merchant's goods, headed to Barkstone.
You could be the very threat you speak of.
If the Barkstone magistrate agreed, they would not have pulled us just beyond the gates and stripped us of our weapons. They would have killed us for treason and burned our cloaks. Our guilt lies in knowing too much. A group is plotting against the guard. I believe they have also stolen your axe. If the guard's ancient champion, the Black Axe, lives, let him help us. Else, the guard may perish. Keep moving. We need to meet up with the rest of the Axe Army before dawn. I would not want to be the mouse who keeps the commander waiting.
We only found 2 of those guards mice.
The third must have gotten wise and scampered off.
Coward.
No matter. Not much he could do to stop the axe now.
The merchant's grave. This may be as good a chance as any. Where's a snake when you need one? Thank you.
I wondered where this red fur went.
Lost your armor and spear, eh, Red Fur?
I trust your mice know how to use those. Thought the third guard was a coward. Thought he'd got wise.
Oh, you'll pay for that.
We could be rewarded for the capture of this guard's mouse.
Let the commander deal with you.
The third from Boxstone has been found.
Your commander lives in a rotten log? Let's see the leader of the axe.
Silence.
My lord, we have brought you a guard mouse.
A guard? Have you come to join us or destroy us? You two are dismissed. I'll deal with this matter. I'll spare your life if you aid in conquering Lockhaven, Liam.
His voice sounds familiar. No. How dare you? Your corpse would make an excellent...
Okay. How dare you? Your corpse would make a good example to my army of mice. That the guard bleed just as easily as any beast. I could behead you at the gates of Lockhaven for Gwendolyn to see. Her youngest guard slain by...
You!
Bind this red fur for marching. We proceed to Lockhaven.
This rain will douse the fire. That place leaked like a sieve anyhow.
To think the Black Axe lives. All your property lost.
Not all.
We will recover your legendary axe. But first, we must prevent an attack on our home.
Kenzie, I found a path of muddy prints. An army traveled through here.
Toward Lockhaven.
Next time we need rain sticks to hand to the crowd.
Ooh, yeah. Wow. Yeah,
Just imagine.
exactly.
Chapter 5, Midnight's Dawn. In tracking the treacherous Axe army, Saxon and Kenzie found a new ally in an old hermit mouse named Kellanal, claiming to be the ancient hero of the mice, the Black Axe. His fate intertwined with 2 of the guard's finest, he offered to aid them in their pursuit in hopes to hold them to their word of retrieving his missing axe. All the while, Liam's captors march him to Lockhaven with only one purpose: to conquer it. Clouds, leaves, soil, and wind all offer themselves as signals of changes in the weather. However, not all the storms of life can be predicted. Excerpt from the Weather Watcher's Field Guide, distributed to all guard mice.
Might even know this. Red sky at night's guard's mouse delight. Red sky in morning. Guard mice take warning. The guard has been betrayed. Midnight, the guard's weaponsmith revealed himself as the commander of this army, the Axe. He taunted me with threats of death, but my fears are for the mice of the territories. I pray this downpour drowns the Axe's determination.
Keep moving, mice. We draw nearer to Lockhaven. When it is in sight, I will approach alone. Once I open the gates, we will conquer the fortress together.
Why?
Bring him to me. The guard is useless, Liam. Do you see these mice? They all agree. Too long have we sat idle. Gwendolyn exploits us. Cities, towns, and villages hold all the power, and guards mice are their pawns. territories need one sole leader. One who can offer security and prosperity. One who is not afraid to hunt down our predators. One who is more than a mere guard mouse. I will command every creature with this axe. Wolves will never threaten us. We will never have another war with weasels. Serpents will become extinct. The symbol of our past will forge our future. Imagine the great black axe itself, hidden away by an old hermit. Many thought the hero never existed. After the last harvest, I discovered a passage below the armory, where I found record of the legend being fact.
Before the days of peace, the guard needed every mouse brave enough to stand and rise above the villains of the territories. One mouse alone bore the brunt of this task. An axe of black severed the necks of the 5 serpents who surrounded all that is. Thus begins his tale. The axe itself was forged into being by the blacksmith Farrer. His family had been slain by predators whilst weaponless. Hotter coals have never since been bellowed, and every strike of his hammer unto the ore was a strike unto his enemies. Thus the black axe was forged. The weapon proved too heavy to wield. It held the burden of all the blacksmith's mourning. To find a true hero, it was taken to Lockhaven. One mouse of Lockhaven took the great axe and vowed to defend the weak and hunt his predators. His true name kept a secret. He took the title of his weapon, the Black Axe. Kenzie, do you think that old Codger Kellinor is the Black Axe?
Perhaps.
He is old, but not as ancient as the legend.
True.
The Black Axe has been dead longer than we've been God's mice.
And yet, well, he is the one setting the pace.
If he was the Black Axe, where was his aid during the Winter War?
Lower your voice.
My assistance was given. Because you failed to notice does not mean it did not exist.
You're leading us away from the path. We should continue following the tracks before the rain washes them clean.
This route is on higher ground. It gives us our advantage.
And slow and steady, Saxon.
With your pace, we may not arrive at the gates before the army does.
When we catch them, we'll be unarmed.
Though I'm sure unarmed combat wouldn't discourage you, Sax, we need not worry. That tall tree there, it's the first to turn in the fall. I have stockpiled weapons there for troubled times like these. Yes, we are very close to Lockhaven. Rustle, rustle, rustle. Rustle, rustle. Seems only 2 swords remain.
And they are both rusted.
They have enough bite in them for the 2 of you. Besides, I'll do fine without.
This proved to be a necessary diversion.
Now, we pray Lockhaven keeps itself sealed. Rand, the lone mouse is approaching Lockhaven's gates.
Wiggly, can you see a cloak color?
It looks dark, but, the creature could be covered in mud.
Midnight, perhaps. But he should be in wind zone for another few days. No matter. No mouse should be out in this downpour. Open the gates!
Rand,
Sadie! What's
I
up?
want to do something about that.
oh no!
Sadie! What a horrible storm to be out in. How was Callie?
No time, Rand. Secure Lockhaven.
For what purpose?
A traitor with a map of Lockhaven is set a plan.
A map of Lockhaven? Bar the gates! Lower the portcullis! Sorry, I didn't advance that. Lockdown. Seal all side entrances.
How do we know they are not already inside?
We don't. All archers to the parapets and windows. If they are already here, we will trap them in with us. Merritt, why is the portcullis still raised?
It's the pulley, sir. Must be this rain rusting the works.
Brace the doors with anything and everything. Sadie, you can tell Gwendolyn more of what you know in her study.
Archers, Lockhaven's been waiting for us. Our surprise is lost. Prepare for an all-out assault.
Chapter 6, A Return to Honor. Lockhaven is under siege. The home of the Mouse Guard has been assaulted by many a predator, but rarely has it stood in opposition to mice. Rand, the defense expert of the Guard's home, received just enough warning from Sadie to seal the gates and secure the fortress before it came under treasonous attack. Saxon and Kenzie, along with the old fur Kellinaw, also unable to get into Lockhaven, are forced to hide in the low maples to the east and watch their beloved home betrayed. Let this stone always stand for safety and prosperity. Let it be your conviction, your pride, and your home. Dedication recited by all Mouse Guard matriarchs to the new guard mice upon entering Lockhaven. We slay their leader, free Liam, then conquer the army. Are we agreed?
We can't face that many foes at once, Saxon. Any rescue attempt from here will only ensure all of our deaths.
What is your plan, Kenzie? Leave Liam to that army's care? Now is the time for action.
Yes, but wise action. 3 against over 100 is poor odds, even for you, friend.
There's a way to get into Lockhaven your God wouldn't know to seal. If the Red Fur is a true God, he would rather we defend the greater good.
Summon Gwendolyn, I wish to strike a bargain. Else I slay the guard Liam.
The matriarch of the Guard does not barter with lives of mice. Sir, we're almost through the gates.
Excellent. The Red Fur's execution will be better served in view of Gwendolyn's eyes.
The barricade won't hold.
They breached the gate.
Our obligation is to protect Gwendolyn now.
Stop that gate mouse before he... Clink, 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 clink.
There's a missing one there.
Clink.
There's a chain breaking in the third one.
Which makes that go clink, 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 clink. There it is.
Oh. Order. The iron got 2 of them, sir.
Leave them. And leave the lifting for the ones outside. We shall proceed. Where is the Red Fur? Lockhaven will be ours before he or any guard can do anything about it. It is not we who are trapped in with them, but they who are trapped with us.
That's me.
Sure.
I'm sorry. How do you say that word? Apiary keeper. I would not ask unless it were necessary. We archers cannot hold them off forever.
I see. Pray we have enough honey and wax to last through winter.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Open the grates and agitate the hives. Gwendolyn, the army has entered Lockhaven.
We must get you to safety. No. No.
Milady?
There's no picture. No.
Milady?
We will fight for and defend all that is ours.
Sir, 2 of them ran up that stairway.
Well, 4 of you stay. This may be a trap to catch us from behind.
Who's that?
A Red Fur settling the score.
Surrender Lockhaven. The guard no longer serves a purpose. When our borders were threatened by weasels, you did nothing until we were forced into war. The guard has become a servant of local merchants and peasants. You are a puppet of many and a ruler of few. My reign will extend beyond open country.
And the guard will not stand down. Villages and towns will remain free to do as they please.
Then they will be forced to comply, under the authority of the Black Axe.
You are not the Black Axe. I am. And I have come to claim what is mine.
Attack!
Midnight?
Conrad, shadowy traitor. You will be remembered as a traitor, Midnight, not as a guard, nor as the Black Axe. Liam!
Oh. Weak and useless. With the last matriarch of Lockhaven, so too dies the guard. Clink.
I have wielded that weapon for a lifetime. You will not disgrace its legacy.
Bam. Biff. Pow.
You dare betray the honor of the guard to your brethren in your species. You are a plague.
Stop! If he dies, he becomes a martyr.
As you wish, milady.
The guard will protect mice and continue to allow them to prosper, to travel, exchange goods, and to prevent our homes from becoming our prisons, but never at the cost of the cities' and towns' own liberties. Midnight's fate is banishment, without the benefits of the guard he sought to destroy. March him beyond the scent border, and let him be almighty ruler outside our territory. And return to Lockhaven quickly. There is much to prepare for. Winter is coming.
Right.